Hello to all my beautiful viewers out there. Today, I thought we'd better talk about a pair of sneakers coming up because we talked a lot about a lot of clothing, a lot of streetwear. We're talking about the recent Anti-Social Social Club announcement, my experiences on the drop with the Shirtser. So today, I thought we would cover the upcoming release of the off-white Nike Dunk Lows. Now to start off with, this release has been teased for months upon months, ever since we saw the debut of the teaser of the Athletes in Progress pack, all the Nike running shoes that Virgil did off-white versions of, the Terrors, the Waffles, and the Vapor Streets. This has been around since then, so months, like at least 4 months, right? But it had never received a release date until now. So we finally got some release details because so many people have been asking, like, when's it coming out? What's the deal? I wish I knew because I was going to cover it like 3 months ago, but the release details were super sketchy. The only releases that we had were like pre-release pairs, people that were, obviously friends and family that got them early. We had not received any official images we'd received official images but no official release details, like where to cop, the release date, the price, etc. But now, finally, we have all three of those details: where to cop them, the release date, the price, everything like that. There is a very good Hypebeast article that I have here today for us to go over, have a look at, assess it, and I'll also go over my own thoughts and opinions on the actual colorways of the off-white Nike Dunks as well. Now, just quickly, they are Dunks. They are Nike Dunks, not Nike SB Dunks. Dunks. So, thin tongue, not fat tongue, and what I've heard, slightly thinner fit than an SB Dunk, so not as wide. Just a little thing that we have to remember before diving into it, but without further ado, let's jump into the Hypebeast article and read some of those release details. Here it is. We've got it. Here's the article. Let's have a read. We'll dive into the release details, and then I'll cover my opinions on each of the colorways, which ones I think is my favorite, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, let's get into it. The Off-White X Nike Dunk Lows have finally received an official release date. Take an official look at the University Gold, Pine Green, and University Red colorways. So they're the name of the colorways. We've got University Gold, Pine Green, and University Red. So that's obviously the University Gold, as it couldn't be the Pine Green or University Red. It doesn't have any red on it. So there we go. That's the first colorway, but let's dive into the details. So, following months of rumors and teasers, the highly anticipated Off-White X Nike Dunk Low have finally received an official release date. Coming in University Gold, Pine Green, and University Red, Virgil Abloh's take on the low-cut sneaker features bold two-tone color schemes constructed of premium leather. The two-tone color schemes of Dunks are the most popular. I don't want to speak too much about Dunks because, in all honesty, I don't know a lot about Dunks. I know a little bit, enough to get by. But if there was like a huge Dunk sweaty nerd that knew a lot about them, I wouldn't be able to compete with that because I honestly don't know too much about Dunks. I've never owned a pair of Dunks. Dunks usually don't make Nike doesn't usually make Dunks that are like a 16 to 17, so I've never been able to cop a pair. Just quickly, I'd like to speak about it. I have signed up for the raffles of a size 15, what looks like the biggest size available. I'm hoping to, if I hypothetically won a pair, I would be looking to try it on, put my foot in it, see if my foot fits. If not, sell it. Take the inner sole out, put my foot in it. If it doesn't fit with the inner sole out of it, I'm going to sell it. But I would just like an attempt. I would like to try to see if I could fit in a pair of size 15 off-white Dunks. I don't own any off-white shoes. I don't own any Dunks. So ticking both boxes off would be an awesome way to end the year. And I'd like to just try it out. I'm very skeptical because my brother is a size 14 and I've tried to slip my foot into his shoes before at me at a 16, 17. It didn't work at all. 16, there is a little bit of room at the end of the shoe, so a 15 might fit if I take the outsole out, the insole out, sorry. I would much prefer a safe 16, but I can't find anywhere that's doing raffles for or releases for a size US 16 off-white dunk. So I'm just going to try with the 15s. If I get a pair, I'll unbox it on the channel, obviously. and I'll see what it comes down to, if I can wear it or not. But we'll see. That I just thought I'd add that note that I am trying for the US 15 pairs, and I'm gonna see if it fits. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it runs a little bit big and I'm able to do it, but we'll have to see. So the shoes are accented by an exposed tongue, traditional lacing system paired with the trail-like orange fly-wire cord laces, also being called the hiking laces, obviously because a lot of hiking shoes have that kind of traditional lace. Interesting that we don't get D eyelets for the hiking laces. That's quite traditional of hiking or trail-like shoes. We just get these weird fly-wire little eyelets here. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Again, I'll dive into how I feel about it once we finish the article. So, additional decorative details come in the form of a white zip tie tag, iconic of off-white shoes, obviously, orange tabs, and shoelaces printed laces. Ugh, what a mouthful. And that comes on both the hiking laces and the traditional Nike laces as well. They're both labeled with the shoelaces tag there, so that's pretty cool. Midfoot swooshes, industrial Helvetia text. That's obviously the Helvetia is the font. The font that is on the side. I'll just quickly, hopefully the other image. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, it's that text there. That's what it means by that Helvetia text. It's that text there. So, printing, retro tongue tags, and Nike printed at the heels serve as a familiar branding. Elevating the shoes are white midsoles paired with contrasting rubber outsoles to continue the two-tone look found on the uppers. A lot of people are praising it. They like that they're using a color on the upper for the outsoles and not something like ice outsoles or yellowed outsoles as we've seen on the Off-White Jordan 5s. I'm thinking of making another video covering the Off-White Jordan 5s because more images have released, and I want to post how I feel about it now that more images have released. No promises, but we'll see how that goes. As it is getting close towards the end of the year, we might have to wait till next year, but I'll see if I can get that video out for you guys, but we'll have to see. So, pricing at 170 USD, so a little bit expensive there for a pair of Off-White Dunks. That's $10 more than a pair of Jordan 1s. That's basically what I always compare them to. The Off-White X Nike Dunk Low University Gold, Pine Green, and University Red is set to release on Nike's web store and select retailers globally December 20th. Now, those retailers include places like, I think N does it, S&S I think is doing it as well. If you're Australian, Supply Sydney or Melbourne, I can't remember where it is. Supply Sydney or Melbourne is doing online raffles. I think the biggest size they got to was a 13, so I didn't enter in that one because I was like 13, that's never going to fit me. And that's about, I don't want to enter in these raffles just so I can win a pair to sell them. I'm not here to make a profit. I'm here to wear the shoes, try on the shoes, and love the shoes. I'm not here to make money on that. I'm here to critique, talk about, and love the shoes, not make money off them. So that's why I didn't enter in the Supply Melbourne raffles there. You guys go for your life and enter in those raffles if you want to make some money. For more images, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Off-White X Nike Dunk Low, University Gold, Pine Green, and University Gold. December 20th, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to be confirmed. 170 USD on Nike's web store. It'll obviously be very different from any other retailers, so find out specifically for other retailers when they're going to release. Usually End and S&S usually have timers on when they announce the raffles, so you'll have a great idea of when it's actually getting released and what's actually going on. You don't have to stress about, live cop. And I think they're all doing raffles anyway. It's an Off-White shoe, so they're probably doing raffles. I doubt many places are going to be doing live cops because they don't want to get caught up in bots. That's the appeal of doing raffles these days. It slows it down so not as much traffic comes to the website to try and slam the website with purchases. That's my assumption on why they do raffles. But that's all the release details. That's everything we've got to cover about them. Let's dive into the actual colorways of these Off-White Dunks. So, first up, we have the University Gold, it was? Sorry, I've already forgotten. University Gold, Pine Green, okay. University Gold. This is the University Gold. Okay, so what do I think of this colorway? Now, this colorway and its silhouette with the use of the vintage Nike tongue, which I hope we get there we go, the vintage Nike branding on the tongue. I think the colorway complements the idea that this is a very retro looking release. It's meant to be very vintage looking, and the use of the old Nike logo on the tongue very much, I think, complements it, and if not, encourages the idea that this is meant to look like a vintage kind of release. The coloring, I'm not a huge fan of it. It doesn't look very gold. It looks very orangey yellow, orangey gold, if anything. The blue is a very nice deep blue, but for me, this is probably my least favorite colorway out of all the 3 colorways. What do I think about the hiking laces? I don't actually mind them. I think double lacing is a cool little thing that Virgil has done. A lot of people are like, it looks stupid, I'm going to take it off as soon as I get it. That's fine. Personal preference is all good. Let me know in the comment section below if you're not a fan of the hiking laces and if you would do that, if you would remove the hiking laces. But I think I would leave them on. I think it adds character to the shoe and definitely makes it more distinct in saying that it's an off-white collaboration. Because if we remove the hiking laces and we just had the off-white text on the side, that's the zipper tag, sorry, I almost forgot, or the, just the use of the vintage aesthetic, it wouldn't be as much of an off-white collaboration. I think this is more of an off-white collaboration now that it's got the hiking laces because it's been altered and changed more, you know? Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really cool. Overall, the whole silhouette, I think it's actually quite nice. I'm not super hyped about it. I'm not like, wow, these are shoes of the year. This is definitely not shoe of the year. Let me just put this out on record. This is definitely not the #1 shoe of the year. Okay? I might cover that. Top 5 shoe releases of the year. Unfortunately, I think all of them would probably go to Nike, actually, now that I think about that. Let's dive into some other details of it. So, there we go. We get this awesome little printed insole here, which I unfortunately will be taking out if I do get my pair to see if I can fit my massive ass foot into it. But yeah, it's a very cool, a very cool insole. I don't think they actually have any further images of it, but there are a couple unboxing videos where I've seen the full insole. Looks very cool. When you flip the insole over the other side, it actually has the outsole of the Dunk on the insole. If you understand that, it's very cool. So it's got the outside of the outsole on the outside of the insole. If you get, I wish I could show you with images, but yeah, I love this retro tag. Interesting that that Virgil has chosen to do a worn, destructed kind of tongue, how the foam is visible. That's a very interesting choice. Also interesting choice to have the tongue made out of leather. So the outside of the tongue, this part here, is leather. If you didn't know, it's not like nylon or anything like that. It is leather. So be prepared for that if you haven't heard of that already. Very cool. Retro Nike branding on the back. These tags, by the way, this little thing at the back, you can flip it up. You can actually lift this up. Like you can lift it up to here, and you'll see the exposed, this whole area exposed at the back. I think that's quite cool. It's quite a cool addition to it. It wasn't something that everyone talks about, but it is a cool detail added to the actual Dunk itself. I'm a fan. I think it's cool. I think it's a very nice idea. I personally would keep it down, want to keep the branding, down, and it might accidentally get torn off if I keep it flipped up. So, yeah, I just thought I'd mention it though, just in case anyone was concerned. But, yeah, to sum up the University Golds, they're not me. The colors are a bit too bright. Again, if I want a pair at a 15, I'll try it on, see how it goes. I'll unbox it on the channel, of course. But yeah, least favorite color for sure. We'll move on to, just quickly, here's the outsole of the Dunk. Very traditional. It is the OG Dunk outsole, and this is on the insole of the sneaker. That's what I was trying to convey earlier. I don't know if you understood what I was saying, but this outsole, when you take the inner sole out of the sneaker, on the underneath, it'll have this, which is a very cool added detail there. The pine greens, these are the pine greens. According to a lot of polls, these are the most sought after, if not the second most sought after. I do like this green. This pine green is very nice, and having it contrast with the white on this two-tone colorway, very nice. I think it works better than the University Gold because along with having these white detailings on the panels and the toe box, it works well with the white midsole, which is where I think the University Golds here kind of failed. I would love to see potentially a custom or something of a University Gold midsole as well, just to see if it would look better. But yeah, personally I think this colorway works the best because it's got white up here, and then it's got white on the midsole, and it's got a white tongue. It just works, it just looks a lot nicer. Obviously it's still got the text on here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce what font it is and what it is, but it's got this text here. 1985 was the year that the Dunk first came out, so there you go. It's got the original release date. Beaverton, Oregon, which is Nike's basically birthplace. Very cool detailing. It's got red laces, red hiking laces. I think it complements the sneaker in a way. It brings attention to the upper. The rest of it is quite a nice looking Dunk, and then the red laces bring it that little bit of pop. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I would almost say that this is probably my favorite. Kind of hard to say. Yeah, I would say because the green it's a nice green. I would say it's probably my favorite. Still the use of the retro Dunk logo on the tongue there. Very nice. White zipper tag works with the white detailing. Still a yellow insole, but I would say this just looks really nice. I really like this colorway. If I miss out on it though, again, because I'm going for a size 15, if I miss out on this Dunk, meh, it's not the end of the world. I'm not hugely getting sweaty about it like a lot of the hypebeasters. I don't watch a lot of hypebeast YouTube, so I don't know. Are they getting really hyped about it? Let me know in the comment section who's getting the most sweaty over these Dunks. But I think they're cool. I just don't think they're, you know, like what hypebeast YouTube portrays them as. It's like, whoa, this is like the sneaker of the year. You know, I don't think that. I think it's a nice sneaker, just not the greatest. Yeah, I would say I'm probably going to say the pine greens are probably my favorite. I like all the use of white and green. It just works really, really well on this sneaker. Looks really, really nice. Moving on to the University Red. This one is basically the same as the pine green, although it just has obviously red detailing on it. Now, a lot of people like this one as their favorite because the red hiking laces complement this sneaker because it also has red detailing on it. I can understand that justification. I do think that is a positive on this colorway, that because of the red hiking laces, it works better. But I think now it kind of just, I feel like it loses itself on the red color. It gets a little bit too messy. There's so much now going on. You know, too much red just over here and over here. It doesn't contrast on the upper like it did on the green pair. Because on this green pair here, if we just go back quite quickly, see, you can see the laces very, very well, and it contrasts and it brings attention towards it. Now, if we go over to the University Reds, we'll go over to the same image. See what I mean? It just kind of looks like a mess. It kind of looks like there's just so much going on. It's like there's lace here, there's lace there, there's lace here, there's lace there, there's lace everywhere. It's all red, it's all lace. Ah! It's just too much. It's just too much. I would have preferred maybe a different color, but they seem to be going with the red lace theme across this colorway pack. So I don't think they would have changed it just for the red colorway. But that's how I feel. But I still would say that this red colorway probably is my second favorite colorway out of all three of the colorways to come out. So Pine Green number 1, University Red at number 2, and University Gold at number 3. I think University Gold is the least interesting for me. I would say that one just kind of looks a little bit ugly. But I just got to comment on it again. I do like its use of University Gold as it adds a vintage aesthetic to it, while the green and red ones obviously suffer a little bit from that. They don't have as much of a vintage look because they don't have that, you know, like worn vintage color look. If you kind of get where I'm coming from. Yeah, still, as I said though, very nice colorway, even though the lace situation is going a little bit hectic. Still got the yellow insole, white detailing everywhere else though. And that's it. Nike branding on the back, and I think that is it. Yeah, traditional Nike sole. And we're back to the start. So that is all of them there. You know my opinions on which one's the best and which one's the worst, but I would love to know your opinions, guys. Are you going to be trying to cop these off-white Nike Dunks? Which one's your favorite? Do you like the University Gold? I keep saying blue because it is primarily blue, but University Gold, or do you like the Pine Green, or do you like the University Red? Give me your top to bottom. Give me your number 1 favorite to your least favorite colorway out of these threes. You're going to be trying to picking them up on December 20th when they drop on the Nike web store, or have you applied for a lot of the raffles as well? They're 170 USD. Let me know how you feel about that price tag as well, and just let me know how you feel about this overall collaboration in general in the comment section below. And that's it, guys. That is all the release details that I have for you today on the upcoming release of the Off-White Nike Dunks. Very happy that we're getting them in 2019 and it hasn't been pushed back to 2020. Very cool collaboration. A lot of people are saying that this would have been more hype or better maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. Whether or not, I don't think we should view it as, you know, oh, it's less hype now, man. This isn't as good. We should be rating it as, how good is the sneaker? Does it look nice? Could we wear it with a lot of outfits? Or is it just a bit too wacky? I personally think it can be worn with a lot of outfits. They're very nice sneakers. I actually like this collaboration. I'm not super hyped about it. I'm not getting sweaty like the sweaty hype-based YouTubers about it, but I think it is quite a nice release. I'm very keen. I'd like to get the Pine Greens or the University Reds. I wouldn't be too happy with the University Golds, but if I won them in a raffle, I'd love to buy them and still try them out and see if I can squeeze my foot after taking that insole out in a 15. I like to say, and of course I would love to get it just so I can unbox it for you guys on the channel as well, just so you guys can get a a better look at them and see how they look. So that is all the release details we have. Let me know how you feel about them in that comment section below. Is it a yes? Is it a no? You gonna cop or you gonna drop? How do you feel about them? Do you like the overall design? Are the hiking laces a yes or a no for you? Would you rip them out as soon as you get the pairs? Let me know how you feel in that comment section below. Don't forget, while we're heading on down there, well, while you're heading on down there, don't forget, if you would ever be so kind to like the video, share the video with your mates on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, wherever. I would like to say thank you so much if you are, and if you're willing to take it that step further. I know I'm making it sound like it's more of a chore than sharing it, but if you could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me, guys. I love seeing more subscribers getting around the channel. I love seeing you guys in the comment section below. Love replying to you guys. Love having little conversations in that comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this release. I love talking about it. I've also got all my socials in the description section. It's not mandatory, but it does help with upcoming videos and stuff like that. I post them on the social medias and stuff like that well before they appear on like YouTube and before they appear on Instagram, on YouTube, unless you have the notification bell. The notification bell will always keep you notified as quickly as possible versus my other social media accounts like my Facebook or my Instagram. But what can you do? You can't compete with automation like bots and stuff. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely follow the Facebook page if you want to see all the videos get posted there. They'll be posted on Facebook. Follow the Instagram page if you want to see all the vinyls that I post. Sometimes an outfit photo of me. Very rarely. It's a rare sight on my Instagram. But yeah, seriously, let me know how you feel about it. Follow all the socials. That is the Off-White Nike Dunk coming out December 20th for $170 US. So until the next streetwear video, guys, until the next sneaker video, I'll catch you later.